are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here between the Seattle Seahawks and the Los Angeles Rams. Turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley. That's to about the 28. Second down coming up. Well, this defense for the Seahawks, they played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. Third down and 9.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is third and 9. They go play action now. Wilson. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Willie Gay getting in there and picking up the sack.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. And where will this be spotted? The side judge says it went out just across midfield. Good starting field position for them here as they come up first and 10 at their own 46. Here's Mitchell now to kick off the drive. Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
We'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Right back to Mitchell here. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a second and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Try the right side with Mitchell. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to hold that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And the holder's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. They're not going to get it. They try to move the chains with a surprise, but it's a turnover on downs. They pass up the three, fake it. It doesn't work. And the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs. Well, clearly that was a design play. I just don't know that it was the right design. Hey, your holder to have him pick it up and kind of be the power guy trying to run through the middle. Everything has to go right for that to work.
You mean you weren't relying on just great blocking to get him through? You kind of think maybe he can help make his own way if he's an actual running back instead of the holder? Yeah, I thought the same thing.
They went 3 and out on their first drive. Things already looking better here at 1st and 10.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get him.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Kamu Cruz-Hill getting in there and taking him down.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Barkley, inside handoff. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Yeah, you only get a 1-yard buffer there from the line of scrimmage, and he got downfield a little too far, and the flag came out. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. He's got a man, complete. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. And his throw is incomplete. The Rams coming in looking for win number 6 on the year. Well, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Here we go now on 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Barkley. Going to be hit and met at the line of scrimmage. They get him down at the 3. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. The Seattle defense, they haven't broken yet. Coming up here on a 3rd and goal situation. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
With his size, it often takes more than one guy to get him down, but if you can at least slow him up, and the reinforcements arrive, You have a chance to get him on the ground, and that they did, that time for a loss.
Touchdown, Rams. Elijah Moore, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Rams place the first points in the ballgame as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From the 6. He takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. And it pushes way forward to about the 32. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Once again, it's Mitchell. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 49 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. First down, here's Mitchell. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Give running right is Mitchell. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49. Now here's Mahomes. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 28. That 3rd down conversion good for 23. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. To throw, it's Mahomes. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Throwing on 2nd and long. Mahomes, he's got his big tight end, Fant. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play. One that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Go for it. It's Mahomes. And it's going to be batted down. And we'll go the other way with the football. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Here we go.
Another try after the first down sack. Wilson, and he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
And the Seahawks add a couple of extra DBs going with the dime look here.
Indeed, 6 on the field. Now Wilson. And that will be incomplete.
Nice call by the defense there on third down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
On fourth down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. Nice work on the return as he gets about 15 yards back. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Another run with Mitchell. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. And he's going to go down. They get to it back at the 40. They're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Martin Anderson.
They set themselves behind the chains, trying to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play.
Final play of the half. It's Wilson. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Wilson now. A final shot before break. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. So we've reached halftime with just the lone touchdown here. 7-0 is our score. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter.
Taken in at the 3.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Well, out of the locker rooms here they come. Their first drive of the third quarter. And, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, but we got a tight one set up to be a very entertaining second half.
And as we know, partner, in the NFL, there's trailing and there's trailing, right? Sometimes you're discouraged by how much you're down, but in this case, this is a tight ball game, so there's a sense of optimism here. I think they went in at the half and looked at their play sheet and said, these are the plays we really like. What do you say we use them to start the second half and get us going?
They run over center with Mitchell. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8. Mahomes now to throw.
Quick throw, knocked away, and incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
On third down, here's Mitchell.
No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
Mahomes going to go on 4th down. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Rams get the football in outstanding field position.
Here we go. Start strong.
Now Wilson on 1st down. Looking for Wright, and he finds him. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A good pick up there on 20 yards.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Saquon Barkley, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Rams are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown, so now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
The throw over the middle, taken in. Touchdown, Seattle. And I think it's safe to say we won't call many touchdown passes longer than that this year, partner.
No, I would agree with that totally. And right now, you're looking at an offensive coordinator. Conservative would not go next to his name. Risk taker, definitely, because he valued the opportunity to create a big play against what could have been disaster if they end up getting sacked or fumbling the ball in the shadow of their own goal line.
On the return, it's Tristan Ebner from his end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Again, it's Barkley. And he'll get a couple up to the 29.
That's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. 2nd and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving the running back a crease to run through. It has a nice job to hold him just a couple and force a 3rd down.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
I really like what he did there, because he took his practice work and converted it to game action, because he used his hands, got off the block, worked laterally and stayed to the outside, and finished off the runner for a loss.
Okay, ready?
And this is caught. He hits Moore. He will have the conversion and more than that. Loose inside the 30. Elijah Moore. Touchdown. Elijah Moore with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Rams' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point forthcoming. It's good, and it is now 21-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From the 6. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, playing the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
And he'll get this up to about the 40. 113 yards on the ground for him so far. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. On 2nd down, here's Mitchell. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Up the middle, here's Mitchell. And he brings this up to the 46, good enough for the 1st. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup. Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 37. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Seahawks with possession of the football, but they do trail here to begin quarter number 4. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Back to the ground here, Mitchell. Has some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone.
Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. On 1st down, Mahomes. To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that will bring up 2nd down. Proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
And the Seahawks are going to have a 1st and goal as he's able to take this inside the 10 to the 8.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
They'll run with Mitchell.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Mahomes going to throw.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
That's a really nice job there by the coverage, understanding that they're in a high-stakes situation. If he doesn't make a play on that ball, there's an excellent chance it ends up either as a touchdown or as a nice gain downfield.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Now Mahomes. Quick hitter here, it's complete. A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And now it'll be 4th and goal.
Going for it, it's Mitchell.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown.
Elijah Mitchell
punching it in from a yard away.
And the Seahawks have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
Rosas good with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. 1st down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They'll try and run some clock here with Barkley. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because They're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score. But they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
Now on third down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Over the middle, complete. It's Moore. And he is going to have the Rams first down as they'll get the conversion on a gain of 14. Fourth down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. Lock it.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right. But the problem for them is still within a possession. So they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Second down, here's Barkley again. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to third down.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. The offense on third down, they've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and 5. Man open, it's St. Brown. He's got it. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 25-yard line. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Up the middle with Barkley. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. On second down, here's Barkley, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Now, this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop them here. They'll go to Barkley again, and he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to perhaps salt this one away. And his kick is indeed good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow give the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening
not great in your favor.
And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time. Now, Charles, remember they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. Was that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Christian Fulton. And the Rams are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line.
Well, we knew this was going to be a tall order anyway, down 2 scores with this little time remaining, but that interception puts it in to any hopes that they had.
All right, partner, work with me here because obviously scoring a touchdown, getting the onside kick, then going down, scoring again, well, that's asking a lot, isn't it? And that's really not a great expectation to begin with. I think they'll look back on this game and see what got them in this spot in the first place and say to themselves, we really gave this game away.
Tackle coming from the safety, Trey Flowers. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. They'll run it again with Barkley. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
So the L.A. Rams with a victory here. And we talked so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Air-free football, no turnovers at all, and they get it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do